Hi, my name is Indika, and welcome to Geoffrey Gardens. It was originally started by Janie Bennett, and it was at least 25 years old when we purchased the property. It was sort of almost a intimidating undertaking when we first came here. There was just so much going on when we first opened the gate. It was really quite breathtaking, and it was this tremendous feeling of what a garden could be in its full height. I always think of that moment when I'm putting the work I do into the garden and having an idea of kind of that beauty emerge is sort of magical. It's amazing how beautiful a garden space could be. My interest in gardening started at quite a young age. I was born in Sri Lanka, but I grew up in Kuwait, which is, quite barren. There was a short time with my mom that we spent in Sri Lanka when she was finishing her master's. And so she would, take me to the university library, and I would get lost in these textbooks about horticulture. And she would take me to the botanical gardens, which were quite amazing and stunning. So I've always had this great affinity towards, I feel, plants, and I really enjoy that connection to nature and that experience of discovery. It's this ethereal feeling of just being in a dream. I still have moments all the time when I'm like, is this real? Is this actually real? And I'm like, it is, it's real. It sort of reminds me of books like The Secret Garden and this sort of visual of these really beautiful English gardens. And so I love trying to kind of capture that kind of feeling and moments in the garden. And there's just I think a great deal of love that really goes into the garden in that way. Over its 25-year history, I'm sure a lot of hands have gone into kind of crafting this beautiful space, and it would be such a waste for a garden like this to just be let go. And so I really took it upon myself to learn as much as I could and to kind of get a feel for it. And then in this succeeding years was to add new plants and new points of interest, ponds, wherever I could squeeze a small water feature in, I would. And so that was kind of a lovely thing that I feel like I added to the garden. And, every year I add more and more plants. And sometimes they make it, sometimes they don't. And it's sort of a trial and error. And you just kind of learn from those experiences and you grow with them. You really forget about time when you're working in the garden and you just get lost in it. It's just really a wonderful feeling to take that moment to actually take in the garden and enjoy it. As an artist, when I create work, it's that same moment where you just get lost in the work that you're doing, and it's just beautiful that you can, hold on to that moment, even if ever so briefly. Gardens really teach you about fleeting moments. So life is fleeting, it teaches you to sort of live the moment and be in the moment and be present. I think that applies to life a great deal as well. We're only here for a very short period of time, and so you want to make the most of that. A garden somehow helps you connect in some ways to that environment, and it helps you connect to nature and the earth, and I think there's such value in that. It's just a wonderful feeling, I think, to be able to be present, realize that you're just a part, in a big wheel, and you do what you can. The garden is sort of an evolving work of art in some ways. It changes with time. The colors change. It changes across the seasons. Even in the winter, you can create a lot of interest just as plants, sort of die and decay. There's sort of a beauty to that as well. And so it's really a wonderful experience kind of seeing that evolution over the course of the year. And you can never wait till the next year to see it all, start all over again.